All right, with our website live and running under our own domain, let's now inspect it again in the Google Chrome console. And for that, I recommend you to open your website in an incognito window and make sure you don't have any other plugins running in your Chrome browser, just the website in incognito. And we are going to run an audit. Now, if you inspect the page and then go to Audits, the Audits tab, you will find something called the Lighthouse Audit. And that allows us to audit our website and see how responsive and how well designed it is. Let's generate a report. And what this is doing, it's testing our website on a desktop computer at the moment and testing it according to several features. Now we have pretty good ratings. I think there is one thing which we need to take care of is this accessibility to see if we can get that green as well. And then also take a quick look at the other areas and see if we can improve our ratings here as well. First of all, performance. Eliminate render blocking resources. So what we can try is as it tells us here that the CSS file takes up quite a lot of space. So let's try and see if we can improve on that. And in order to do so, I'm going to go back to our settings. I'm here in the project settings again of this project. And I am going to go to hosting and scroll down. And here in the advanced publishing options, we have several things set automatically. And amongst other things, we have these minify HTML, minify CSS, and minify JavaScript options. And what this exactly is doing is it's removing unnecessary space in our files, and it's trying to write the files as small as possible and thereby reducing their file sizes. So I'm going to turn on minify CSS as well. Click Save Changes. And let's republish this all over again. And in the meantime, take a look again at our report. Otherwise, these other things here, changing the file type of images and so on, this is pretty advanced and is not supported by most web browsers yet. Besides Google Chrome, Firefox and Safari are very popular other web browsers. And then there's even Microsoft Edge, which some people are still using, but used to be Internet Explorer before. So we need to keep those users in mind as well when we design our websites. And websites always look a bit different in each browser. So Google is here suggesting us to change the file type of certain images we display. However, I recommend not to do that at the moment because these other browsers don't support it. And generally, a rating of 90 is very good already. All right, let's inspect the next section, accessibility. And that generally refers to how accessible our website is to people who are visually impaired or who have other disabilities. Now, I'm not sure if you remember when we made sure to choose our colors in the Material UI color selection tool, we had to make sure that our colors are chosen with accessibility in mind. So that's one of the reasons why we chose this deep orange with a white background. And what this Lighthouse audit is looking for is whether we followed these similar rules. And as you can see here, we get an error message, and this is referring to a div called Trading View Widget. And basically this refers to our Trading View widget here. And Google is complaining that this white and blue are difficult to read for certain people. Now, unfortunately, there is nothing we can do about that. So we will have to live with this. The same goes for this next thing, this frame. There's nothing we can set here because this is all set by TradingView and this is up for them to improve. However, there is one third point, and which is referring to the language of the website. And we can certainly change this in the settings. So let's go back to our Webflow settings. And I am going to go to integrations. No, sorry, I'm going to go to add custom code and scroll down to advanced settings. And here we have the language settings. So all we need to enter is EN for English. If you are creating a website in a different language, please choose your language accordingly. So this is done, and what Webflow is now doing, it's integrating a custom code into our website, telling screen readers which language this website is written in. Let's republish it and go back to our report. Now with our changes implemented, let's test our website again. And for that, I'm going to reload our website and then hit generate report again. And there we go. As you can see, everything improved already. Our performance increased, our accessibility score increased, and the other scores remained the same. Let's take a quick look at the best practices. And as you will see here in the best practices, this again refers to an element which is using the TradingView widget, so something not in our control. However, we can inspect a different page and see if we face similar issues. Let's inspect the About page and rerun this whole report and see how Google is auditing our page with only our own content running. No TradingView widget, no external code on that page. This is everything we have designed from scratch onwards. Now, the only thing is this accessibility score is 97 out of 100, and we can definitely get this to 100 as well. If we inspect it, what it is telling us is that these links here do not have anything in them because they're currently referring to images. And we can improve the image settings slightly and also make sure that these images are displayed correctly if they cannot be loaded. Let's go back to Webflow, and I'm going to go back to our designer, and let's give all the images an alternative text, which is going to be displayed once this image cannot be loaded. And this should also fix this last issue we have here in terms of accessibility. I'm going to go to our assets, and I'm going to go through all these images here and give them an alternative text. So if you click on the wheel, and then all you need to do is enter a descriptive text, what this image is referring to. This also helps us in terms of search engine optimization and later on in ranking. So it's definitely good to do. I'm going to do that quickly for all our images, and then let's rerun the audit. All right, I have added a short descriptive text to all these images, and this is good in case these images cannot be loaded, and also helps us in terms of making this website more accessible. Now I just published it. Let's republish it. And then let's run another audit. For that, I'm going to for this, I'm going to jump back to our incognito window, and I'm going to inspect again and go to audits, and let's regenerate this audit report. There we go. I think performance is not up to speed yet because we just published our website and I am currently in Hong Kong. So it takes a moment until this website is published on servers close to Hong Kong as well, since Webflow is currently in the States. So I'm going to rerun this audit just in order to check if the performance is running well, but we can see already accessibility is 100 now, best practices are 100, and search engine optimization are 100. Let's rerun this audit just to make sure that the performance is actually working properly. There we go, 94 for performance as well. So this is a score I'm very happy with. Let's now inspect everything again on a mobile phone, and then I think our website is perfectly fine.